Pastor Roy Gearhart from Galloway United Methodist Church in Franklin, Pennsylvania, sharing a few words of encouragement to help us follow after Jesus. This week we're following the life of Jacob. And Jacob is so important to us in many ways, but we're following his life because we want to see the work of God. We want to see how God takes this man and changes him in dramatic ways. We're going to see Jacob change so much that God will change his name, in fact. Now, we've seen Jacob already as a man who is willing to do whatever it takes to get ahead. He's driven, he's ambitious, he wants to reach the top. And he is willing to do whatever it takes. If it's lying, cheating, stealing, he's willing. He's proven that because he has already acted with those kinds of attributes and mistreatment of his brother and of his father. He's lied, he's cheated, he's stolen. Fact is, Jacob has burned so many bridges that now his brother is actually ready to kill him. And Jacob has to go on the run. Now, this actually provides an incredible opportunity for change to come in Jacob's life. Sometimes it takes tragedy and travesties in our life to produce an opportunity for change. As Jacob set out down the road, he really has so much uncertain about his future. How will things go? How will he make his way? Will he ever get back home again? I mean, there have to be so many questions swirling around in his head. He lay down to go to sleep as darkness fell. And he had a dream. And in that dream, God met him. He saw in the dream a stairway that led from heaven to earth, and angels of God were going up and down that stairway. And then he heard God speaking. God said, "Jacob, I am the Lord your God." And he said, "I will be with you. Wherever you go, I'm going to bless you. And I will bless you with descendants, and I will bless them, and through them, I will bless the entire world." This is the same promise that God had spoken to Abraham, and then in turn to Isaac, and now God was speaking this promise to Jacob. Now, Jacob hadn't shown any interest in God up until this point. His whole pattern of life, in fact, says that he's not really interested in God, but he's trying to make his own way, trying to get there on his own, and doing anything that is necessary in order to achieve his goals. Now, all of a sudden, he's interested in God. With his future so uncertain, with so many things now seeming to be working against him, he's suddenly interested in God. And as he hears a God saying, "I will take care of you, I will be with you and bless you," he's really interested. And so when he wakened the next morning, he took the rock that he had been laying his head against and he set it up as a monument, a little reminder to him that this is the place where he met with God. He said, "Man, I must have fallen asleep in the house of the Lord, and this is none other than the gateway to heaven." You see, Jacob is suddenly interested in God, and this begins a turning point for him. God is going to be able to continue to work in reaching Jacob in his life. So many of the things that are going to unfold could have just pushed Jacob further and further down a road to evil and destruction. But this moment, we see that first step toward God. Think about it in your life, where your first step toward God came. It may have come as a child, and in some Sunday school morning you were listening to the lesson, and it gave you great joy to hear about God. And that was the first step. But it may have come later in life at a point like Jacob, where you were struggling, where life was filled with so many uncertainties and so many problems that all of a sudden, you, who had never been interested in God, suddenly became interested. And it may not have instantly led to that change. It may not have immediately turned you around, but think about that first step. When God reached you, it's the way in which you can trace that journey in your own life and begin to realize that God always had a plan, and God was always working in your life, working to bring you to a point when your life could truly change and you could draw near to Him with this gift of God's grace, you and I have the chance to change, to grow, to be made new. May God bless you, and as you share this good news, may God make you a blessing wherever He takes you.